It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie, this is Hero Wars Central, and today we're doing episode 2 of Free-to-Play Friday. That is my mobile playthrough where I do it completely quote-unquote free-to-play. And before we get into the rules, before we get into the video, I just want to mention that if this is your first time catching one of my videos, I like to do informational and educational Hero Wars videos for the Facebook and mobile platform, and this video is focused on the mobile platform. So I will be doing a Free-to-Play Friday edition series of the Facebook platform, probably next month or the month after, depending on how quickly I get through this one, as I don't want to do too many accounts at once. I'm doing 3 right now. So with all that being said, if you find this video informational or interesting at all, please consider dropping me a subscribe, clicking on that notification bell so you don't miss any more in this series, as I do feel it's going to be helpful for new players from now on. But with all that being said, let's talk about the rules. First of all, we can only use campaign heroes, early campaign heroes, not like Chapter 12 campaign heroes, and heroes from the base vendors. That is the Arena Merchant, the Outland Merchant, the Highwayman Merchant, the Tower, the Grand Arena. We're going to skip Guild War, and we're going to skip the... I guess Guild War and the Soulstone vendor. We're going to skip those two. So just the basic vendors that you can unlock leveling up to level 50, as the general new players get to about level 50 whenever they just start trying to figure out why I can't complete the tower, or where am I at in this game. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is no buying emeralds, no buying special bundles, no buying event packages. Back to rule number 1, no using event heroes. Even if I'm lucky enough to get an event hero that's really awesome, no using event heroes. The idea is I want anybody ever to watch this video to be like, yeah, I can use this team. Not to be excluded if they missed that Lars Krista event, or if they missed that, Martha event. Both great heroes, both, the twins are great, Martha's great, but if you don't have them, that's not going to help you very much if I do a video about them. So that's kind of the housekeeping out of the way. The background video that you're going to see rolling while I'm playing through this is my level 20-ish to level 25, and the reason for this video is the Highwayman vendor and the Outland vendor, or merchant, whatever you want to call them, and what heroes I would recommend you grabbing as you're leveling up your Hero Wars account. But before I get into that, though, I do want to mention that I did make one purchase, and while this is a free-to-play account, this purchase is available to everyone, and it's very inexpensive at $4.99 for 2 weeks. The Valkyrie's Favor buff is a quality of life purchase for me, and for the sake of the video series, just to speed things along. This purchase is available to everyone at all times, so I don't feel it breaks the rules. It is not necessary at all to do any of the stuff in my video, so I still don't feel that it breaks the rules. The reason why I did the Valkyrie's Favor addition here is, 1, so that I can get the speed up attacks during my regular fights. You can see here in the bottom right there, speed up attacks. That speeds up the content that you're over leveling, that you're easily clearing. And number 2, getting access to unlimited raids. That is being able to click the raid button one time to clear a mission that you've already completed. And this is for the sake of farming equipment. So for a simple $5 purchase of Valkyrie's Favor, there are other benefits too, but I'm not going to take advantage of them. Maybe I will, I don't know. But it's available to everyone. Okay, and again, it's just a quality of life speed up purchase. So you don't need this in order for your free-to-play account to be effective. It will take longer each day to do all of your tasks, to do your spend all of your energy each day, to grind your equipment each day. But for the sake of this video, and since I'm doing so many accounts, I chose to do this, even though it kind of breaks the free-to-play rules. So I hope you guys can forgive me there. It's like I said, it's available to everyone. It's not time sensitive, so it's really worth the $5 or $2.50 per week, because it's $5 for 2 weeks, at least in the US. So first, let's talk about the Highwayman shop. So the Highwayman shop, the vendor comes available at level 18 whenever you get access to the Highwayman feature of the game. That's where you go in and you fight a boss, and you get little treasure chests. You get access to Faceless, Cornelius, and Satori hero stones, as well as some items. Now, as you're leveling up, the big point of this video is to tell you, to work through which heroes are good, which heroes aren't great. So I want to start with Cornelius. Cornelius is a very interesting support hero, not necessary to start out with. Very interesting to have later on, as he will help you clear some of the chapter 11, chapter 12 enemies in one hit that you're going to have trouble with your base team. So Cornelius is going to be good over time to collect, but definitely not worth picking up now. Faceless is great in some teams, and he's poor in others. He's got passive magic defense for your whole team, so if you see a lot of magic heroes that you're going up against in the arena, he might be good to get. He's got a great copy ability. This is a good all-around support hero that would fit well into just about every team. So if you're looking for if you're looking for a support hero to go in the back of your group, he might be worth picking up. Definitely not a low-quality hero. Definitely in the top half to top third of hero quality as far as stats and skill breakdown. Some people love him, some people hate him. I think he's fantastic. He's great in the Bob or Kark team that I like to play on my main account. And then finally, Satori. Satori is an interesting hero in that he's one of the top magic damage-dealing heroes in the game. However, you have to build a team specifically for him. He's very squishy. You need to keep him alive. You need to have a team that is designed to let him be the one doing, building most of the energy. So I'm not going to get into that too much, but he is a great magical hitter. He would be somebody that you would want to build a team around. Okay, great at single target DPS or damage. But yeah, so that's kind of my Highwayman shop choices. All three heroes here are great to get. I probably only buy one per day. I wouldn't try to buy all three per day, even if you had the resources. You want to start stacking up some of your coins to buy items to save you time and energy for promoting your heroes. Okay? All right. And then kind of the second part here is the Outland shop. Now you get access to the Outland, which is the same part of the map as the Highwayman, just a different screen. You get access to the first Outland boss at level 25. And I've done an Outland boss video elsewhere on this channel, which I will link in the description box down below. This is a good vendor to have. It's actually got two tabs. It's got a hero tab and it's got an item tab. And the hero tab has got a couple of heroes that are great, as well as the item tab. So the hero tab, Luther is a tank. He is kind of he's a good tank, but your early game tanks of Astaroth and Galahad, and even in some cases Aurora, will do as good or better a job depending on the team that you ultimately end up with. Luther needs a special team to be built. So if you like the aesthetic of Luther, I would suggest you jump on the Discord and chat with people about teams built for Luther, okay, if that makes sense. Astaroth and Galahad and to an extent Aurora, your other new tanks, you can kind of drop into any team and they'll be effective, whereas this guy, you kind of need to build a team. All right, Jorgen is a must-have. Jorgen is one of those super high-end heroes. He's genuinely accepted as one of the better support heroes in the game, and he can be plugged into any team, just about any team, without missing a beat. He's got great energy manipulation. He's got great, shields, and he's a very competitive hero in the top arena teams. Okay, and he's pretty good in the campaign as well. So I would recommend spending on Jorgen every day if you can afford it. Elmer is kind of like Luther in that you kind of want to build a team around him. He's a good hitter. You're going to want to have him be one of your primary hitters, one of your primary hitters on your team. So if you like Kira or if you like Satori or somebody else instead, then you're going to want to pick up them instead. And then finally, King Mao. King Mao is she's a support damage dealing hero. She could be considered your main hitter, your main damage dealing hitter, but she's more useful in a team that needs additional armor penetration or a team that wants more armor penetration. So if you have a Kira team or if you're wanting to build a Ginger team, King Mao is a great addition to that team. So in order of importance for Outland, I would say Jorgen and then King Mao. Now, alternatively, you can take a look at the items on the merchant. And some of the items are, they're very helpful. The large skin stone chests and the skin stone certificate, those are for leveling up your hero skin stones. Those are very important. Those are going to become very, very important later on as you're getting up to the higher and higher levels. Skins are a big part of balancing for a lot of the heroes. Heroes like Astaroth don't start to become a tank until they get a certain skin. So this could also be something great to spend your Outland coins on. So if you don't have a team with Jorgen or King Mao or Luther, or Elmer, if you don't have a place for any of those heroes, if you have your team already picked out and you don't have a place for them, then consider spending your Outland coins on skinstone chests, or of course the items that you can buy with Outland coins. Right. So that's kind of my breakdown of the 2 merchants that I have access to from level 20 to 25. That's the Highwayman merchant at level 18 and the Outland shop at level 25. The next video that I do, I will have hit level 40, and I'll talk about the tower merchant. I'll talk a little bit about my tower team and the teams that the heroes that I've kind of leveled up to get there. As of the recording of this video, I am already to level 40. However, I am not clearing the tower consecutively yet. And ultimately, the level 50 video is probably where I'm going to end this series. That'll be in 2 weeks. That'll be discussing the Grand Arena heroes and the ultimate free-to-play team that I've built based on just campaign and shop heroes. That's going to allow me to clear the tower, be effective in the arena, and start to branch out into my quote-unquote in-game teams. So, with all that being said, I'm going to end the video here in just a minute. If you found this video helpful, interesting, informational, please caress that like button. It really helps with YouTube algorithm. It helps other new players find my content, which is the only thing that I ask. But only if you found the video helpful. But thanks a lot, guys. I love you so much. I'm gonna do another video tomorrow. I don't usually do videos on Saturday, but I do want to do a video tomorrow. So check that out. And of course, Q&A coming up on Sunday. I will talk to you all then.